We don't ask God to prevent the fight. We ask God to provide the faith. We don't run from the fight. Don't look for things to be easy. The better man, if my husband were nicer, if my husband didn't do this to me. No. We ask God to provide us the faith, to be the right person, to choose our own responses so that we elicit the right responses from other people. What we give to them comes back to us. If you're pointing the finger, it means that you're the problem. If you're pointing the finger at other people, you are the problem. If I point the finger at someone else, I am the problem. Whatever someone's doing to me, I allow it. Be proactive. Take 100% responsibility for every single thing that happens to you. If you were victimized, and you're an adult, that is, it's your fault that you allowed it. Adults, well, I thought I heard something. Adults don't allow that. Healthy adults don't allow it. Yes, accidents happen. We could be in the wrong time, the wrong place, or maybe a crime happens against us, but it's still, we could have avoided it. We have a part in it. Doesn't mean we did something wrong, but we have a part in it. Instead of like, oh, he stole my purse or whatever. There's something that you could have done to prevent it. And even if it's a little bit far-fetched, taking that mindset of 100% responsibility, looking at what you could have done to prevent it, it takes you out of the victim mode, which is the important part. It trains you to stop being a victim. Anything bad that happens to you that you perceive as bad, because that's all it is a perception. Something happens to you that you perceive as something you don't like, it's not pleasing to you. Say, what's my part in this? What's my part? What did I allow? What could I do to prevent it from happening again? That puts you in the power position. You get to make decisions on where you place your body, what you say, what you do, who you talk. You get to put yourself wherever you want. You don't have to be a victim. If you're in a situation you feel like a victim and you don't know what to do about it, it's because of the mindset. If you are a healthy adult, even if you're not a healthy adult, who's 100% healthy? No one. No one. If you suffer from alcoholism or anything like that I did many years ago, then stop doing it. Not like if you're like, oh, poor me, I'm so depressed, I'm gonna drink. Stop being a victim. You have control over your choices. No one made you that way. If you have a personality disorder, don't blame it on that and use that as a crutch. You're an adult human being with a brain. You have a brain to use. You control what food you put into your body, what you drink, what you watch on the television, what kind of music you ingest. If you listen to hate music or all this garbage that talks negative in music, that's causing something to happen in you. You're one of these people that likes to watch like violence on TV and watch people slice people up or whatever. You're putting that in your body, in your aura, and you wonder why you're all effed up. What you take in comes out. If you're watching hate and violence, you're going to be it, and you're going to receive it from others. What you give, what you take in, is what you're going to get. So women, stop being victims. I was a victim too, many years ago. I was sexually abused as a child by 2 adults for several years. And I wasn't until I was about 17, 18, I finally said, enough. No more. I stood up to my abuser and said, get your effing hands off me. Thank God that, something rose up in me. And I started to get better from that point on. But it took a very long time, little by little, step by step. It starts with taking responsibility for what's happening to you. Every single thing. Pay attention to where you put your body. Pay attention to what you tell yourself. Pay attention to what you tell other people. Pay attention to what you allow inside your soul. A ship floats on the water. It doesn't sink until the water gets in. Just like we don't sink until we let negativity, violence, hatred, racism, whatever, until we let that get inside us, then we sink and we do destructive habits. Don't let it in. You don't have to allow it. Choose to not allow it. Whatever that takes for you. For me, it's Christian music. Christian music, like, puts me in a good spot. Or I love playing games. I love the hula hoop. I love doing fun stuff. You know what? That raises my vibe, keeps me out of the negative vibe. But I have to make a concerted effort. Choose my actions, choose my thoughts, choose the people that I put myself in front of. I choose when I take breaks. I choose. No one's in control of my body. So don't be a victim anymore. Decide to be loving and kind to others and to yourself. You are not powerless. You're not a victim. It doesn't mean I don't allow someone to have control sometimes, or allow my husband to be in charge. I get to allow that. Allow people to think they are right when they're wrong. My husband taught me that. I love it. He taught me that. You don't have to prove everyone right. Your husband doesn't have to treat you right every second. You're married for better or for worse. It's gonna get worse. Marriage is the biggest commandment, the most important covenant of the human race. If you take it for granted, there will be huge consequences. You don't get to just change your mind without consequences. It's a covenant. It's the highest covenant, a contract between you, your partner, and God. It's a privilege, it's an honor, and it comes with a lot of work. Just like having a fit body comes with a lot of work, so does having a fit marriage. And I have acted the worst in mine. I'll be the first to admit it. I have horrible habits sometimes. Horrible. I'm not nice sometimes. I'm grateful that my husband puts up with me at times. You know what? And nobody's perfect. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Your spouse is not perfect. If you are in a safe place, if you're safe in your marriage, then stay put and do the work. Don't run. What's been most helpful to me lately is not trying to argue with my husband. Instead, turn to God first. There's magic in the pen. Write a letter to God. Pray for your husband. Pray for what you need. Pray for what he needs. He's human. He's fallible. She's human. She's fallible. God is not. Never, ever fails us. He's always there, 24/7. He's all-knowing, all-powerful. There's magic in the need prayer. He hears every single heartfelt request. Take the time to do it. Pray. Pray for big things. Pray boldly. Don't just pray to get by. Pray to abundantly be blessed with stuff so that you can bless others. Never pray for your own selfish ends, but so that you can bless others. Pray for your marriage so that you can be a good example to your children, not for your own selfishness, your own pleasure. Pray so that you can be a blessing to others, especially your children, and to other people in the world. Come on. Let's go.